Hi, my name's Kale. I'm 16 from Ottawa, Ontario. I identify as male, but I'm biologically female. Not really sure what I'm supposed to say, but it's pretty hard being like 16 and identifying as a boy, because you go to high school and, I mean, there's kids in there that you've grown up with and they know you're a girl and they're kind of like, oh, well, why are you a boy? Like, it's pretty difficult. I mean, when I first came out to one of my ex-boyfriends, he kind of flipped the table. He doesn't talk to me anymore because he's not happy about it. So my first experience with coming out to someone who was really close to me kind of took a turn for the worst. So I kind of try to not tell people and let them just assume that I'm a boy. A lot of my friends currently who've known me for 2 or 3 years since I realized that I was a boy, that, well, they call me she, but one of them calls me he, and it really made one of my other ex-boyfriends mad because he didn't want to be known as the boy who was dating a trans, because he just saw me as a girl, because I still dress like a girl and put makeup on and everything. So I don't know, it's kind of confusing. But I haven't started testosterone at all because my parents aren't comfortable with the idea of me being a boy, because I'm the oldest girl in my house, more or less, and I don't know. I talked to one of my friends the other day. Like, I officially came out to him, and I'd asked him if he would still love me if I was a boy. And he told me, I'm gonna love you no matter what, because you're the best. Like, no matter what happens, you're still you. And that made me feel a lot better. A lot of my friends now, I've been hanging around people who are either lesbian, gay, transgender, transsexual. Like, I've been hanging around with a lot of those kind of people, or allies, and it's been really uplifting because they're helping me cope with how I'm feeling, because a lot of the time I kind of sit in my room and I'm just like, why can't I do things that boys can do? Like, just an example, like walk around my house without a shirt on. But I can't because there's female assets to my body that I can't run around with. Sorry. Along my lines of sexual orientation, I'm more or less straight. I mean, if a girl appeals to me in a way that, or sorry, not straight, well, I mean straight but gay, you know what I mean? Sorry. If a girl appeals to me, I mean, and I like her, I'll definitely go for it and ask her out. But other than that, I usually just stay with boys, and yeah. I don't believe that anything along like the lines of homosexuality or transgender, or, well, just anything under the trans spectrum or anything under the LGBTQ is something that's a choice. I mean, you don't choose to be the way you are, you just kind of end up the way you are, whether it's something that happened in the past or whatever. I mean, there's children who are like 3 years old and they're a boy and they're like, no, I'm a girl, and that's completely fine. I mean, if I had children and they came up to me and they're like, Daddy, like, I think I'm a girl, and it's my little boy, I mean, I'm going to be shocked for about, like, a day, but then I'm going to be like, it's okay, I know how you feel, like, I'm going to completely support you no matter what. Like, I feel really angry that people, like, parents are really degrading about being gay or lesbian or, like, bisexual or trans at all, and it's really hard because, I mean, I know what they go through because I'm that way myself. So, I mean, my mom doesn't call me he, my dad won't call me he, my brother and sister will sometimes call me their brother, but other than that, that's it. I mean, it's pretty hard because not a lot of people are accepting of it. And then when you go to the mall, like, if I go to the mall, people are like, are you a girl? Are you a boy? Like, they get pokey and proddy with it. I mean, I was talking to my friend the other day, and I had asked him, or no, we were talking about people who had changed their, like, gender, or, like, identify with another gender, or identify with both genders, or have changed their sex, and he said, to me, he said, well, why do you want to be a boy? There's nothing great about being a boy. And, like, why do you like boys? Like, you don't have a choice. You just kind of get that way. Like, you just feel it. And it was pretty hard to explain to him because he's just like, but you're a girl. I mean, you're a pretty girl. I was like, well, I mean, I don't choose this. I just end up like it. I mean, ever since I can remember, I would always try to dress in boy clothes. Like, I would have little boxer briefs, or I'd have boxers, whether it was female looking or not. I mean, I would wear baggy pants, I would wear baggy shirts, I would dress up like a boy, and people would make fun of me for it in elementary school. I mean, this one day in elementary school, I was playing on the play structure, and a group of boys come up to me and they're like, well, why are you wearing boxers? And I said, because I can. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing boxers. And I don't know, it's pretty hard because I can't even go to school anymore because it's a Catholic school, and if I go to the Catholic school, a lot of the kids there make fun of me. I mean, there's the select few that are my friends that are just like, oh, okay, you know, you're great, I mean, no matter what. And then you have everybody else who's like, is that a girl? Is that a boy? And then they come up to me and confront me about it, and it's really hard because I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I can't give them the wrong answer, and I can't give them the right answer, because the right answer is, like, I'm a boy, and then they're going to be like, no, you're not, you're a girl. And if I give them the wrong answer, they're going to be like, well, why are you dressed like a boy? So, it's confusing. I mean, I can't use the girls' bathroom in malls or in schools or anywhere. I mean, I can't use the girls' bathroom, and I can't use the boys' bathroom because I can't use a urinal, and I can't go in there and talk to somebody because they're going to be like, oh my god, there's a girl in here, and I'm going to be like, no, I'm not a girl. It's pretty hard. I mean, yeah, I sound like a girl, and I don't think I'm going to ever, like, take testosterone. The only thing that I might do is probably get, like, a surgery for, like, to take away, like, whatever, like, what's behind my binder, which is going to be around $7,000, and I have a really poor family, so I'm going to have to, like, work a lot to get the money that I need to do that. When I came out to my mom, she was shocked. When first I came out to her as bisexual, and she had looked at me in disgust, and she had said, does that mean you only like girls? And I was like, no, Mom, it means I like both. And she was like, well, why do you feel like this? And then I was like, I don't know, I just feel like this. Like, why do you like boys? Like, again. So I brought home one of my girlfriends at the time, and my mom had looked at her and she said hi, and I was like, Mom, this is my girlfriend Natasha, or, you know, like Natasha's an example, but, and then my mom had been talking to my grandma about how my friend was over. I was like, no, Mom, it's my girlfriend, and she said, no, you guys are just friends, and I was like, no, Mom, it's my girlfriend, and it's pretty hard, I guess. This one day I'd gone over to my grandma's house after I'd gone to an LGBT party, and my grandma had looked at me and she said, oh, well, why aren't you looking like spiffy? And I was like, thanks, Grandma. She's like, why are you wearing a suit? And I said, well, I wanted to wear a suit. And she's like, well, I mean, you're so pretty, like, you could have worn a dress. And I was like, well, I don't want to wear a dress. And I mean, it's pretty hard because I have to act like someone I'm not around my family, because a lot of them don't accept me. I mean, my cousin accepts me completely. My one cousin, because she's the only one out of my non-immediate family that knows that I'm transgender, and yeah, it's pretty hard. Anyway, yeah, so I hope I covered it.